Think it's a game.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, this is a very big video for my channel. Genuinely one of my favorite animes that I've come across. We're gonna be talking about quality, peak fiction. We are gonna be discussing the top 5 moments from Attack on Titan Part 1. So we're just gonna get prepared for Season 4, Part 2. It is the last season. I'm pissed. So many different avenues that this story could go in. They could really drag it, but a reason why I freaking love Attack on Titan is because they don't. They said 4 seasons, that's it, we're done. And I like that. But then I also don't like that because I'm having withdrawals. Like, I do have my laptop. This video will contain spoilers, so go ahead and leave this video now. While I was picking out my top 5 moments, it definitely was hard. There's a lot of moments that I feel like are important, a lot. I'm just going off of moments I was just like, oh my gosh, like those type of moments. We're gonna start from the bottom of the list. So coming in 5th, we have episode 73, which is called Savagery. I think you guys know why this is not a favorite of mine. I was excited for this moment because they're best buds. All this mess is happening. Like, they need to speak to Eren. Eren's been in captivity for a minute, like, but then Eren hits us with a huge bomb and it was just hurtful. It was a hurtful scene that I just was like, ah. This is where Eren also says the big line of, I am free.
I am free, Arm. Every single thing that I've done, I decided to do. My actions are governed by nothing but my own free will.
I think is so big to the story because that's what he wants them all to be. And based off of his actions, his friends are kind of like, dude, are you? Because you're kind of jumping off the deep end. This is where you kind of realize that Eren, whom I love dearly, like I love Eren's character. Do I justify his actions? Yes, kind of. I feel like he kind of went off the deep end. He really did. He's still childish in that sense, but what did you guys expect? With this fan base, you kind of had people who agreed with Eren and who were Jaegerish. Okay, I am definitely a Jaegerish. 100%, 100%. They went through hell. So I agree with Eren. I get it, but I also see the side with the scouts. Like, they're like, look, we just want this to be over and done with. We're tired of fighting. But unfortunately, and this is why I love Attack on Titan, things aren't that simple and it's never that easy, especially with freedom. Like, you're free, but at what cost? Like, are you really free? I love Attack on Titan. You finally saw their friendship die in a sense, because that's what Eren's goal was, since he knew what he was gonna do, which we're gonna see in Part 2. He knew, and I think he was just pushing away his friends because he knew the damage and the hurt that he was about to cause them by his actions, by moving forward and continuing to push towards freedom. When Eren was talking to them and telling them these little things that he found out and just trying to hurt them, you can see it in their face that they're hurt. Like, their friend is gone.
You rescued me from those kidnappers in the cabin and wrapped this scarf around me because you're a kind person.
I said to keep your hands on the table, Mikasa. If memories play a major role in shaping us into the people we are, then part of you has become Bertolt. Within you is an enemy who has feelings for another enemy. Understand? You're the one being manipulated by the enemy. The Ackerman clan was designed to be perfect for the task of protecting Eldia's king.
Yes, it was you. It had to be you. You're why I became strong. How could that be a mistake? You're wrong.
What I'm saying is... Stop! Leave her alone! Do you want to know what I hate more than anything else in this world? Anyone who isn't free. They're no better than cattle. Eren! The mere sight of you has always made me so damn angry. Believe me when I say this, Mikasa. Ever since I was a kid, I've hated you.
Their friend is gone. Him saying he hates Mikasa, like, we already know that's a lie. We know it's a lie. We know that Mikasa and Eren are supposed to be together. I want them to be together so bad. Like, they deserve to be together, but it's so tragic that he has to do this. He went a little far. This is the one moment where I really don't agree with Eren. Cause it's like, how you gonna hurt your friends like that? Like, how you gonna beat up Armin like that? It's Armin. Like, I just did not like that scene. But what I did like about that scene is that he had Gabby, that little piece, sitting at the table through the midst of all of this, which she needed to sit there because she is an evil little thing who's deeply, deeply brainwashed. Like, she needed to sit there and see the reality of what the freak is going on, because she's causing all these issues because she's brainwashed. Like, it's just, it's crazy. I love Attack on Titan. I'm gonna say that at least like 15,000 times. But then again, you know, his points are valid. Like, he kind of valid. Number 4 is gonna be the episode before number 5. And that's episode 72, which is called Children of the Forest. Now, some people may not agree with this being on the list. Like I said, there were a lot of things to choose from. But I liked this episode because I needed revenge and closure from when Gabby shot Sasha. I needed it. I think we all needed it. I really enjoyed, what's his name? What's his name? Niccolo. There we go. Niccolo, that's his name. I'm glad that Niccolo hit that child.
Female soldier.
Yeah, I brought her down.
It was you. You killed her. You're the little wretch who murdered Sasha!
Hey, wake up! Come on, say something! I'll go!
She was the one who murdered Sasha.
Daughter?
Take it, Mr. Browse. Go ahead. If you can't bring yourself to kill her, then I can do it for you. She saved me from this shitty-ass, pointless war.
Gabby, she needs to die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like Gabby. She's annoying for obvious reasons, you know, because she's the version of Eren when he was a child. I get it. Oh, and the wine. Oh, the wine. That even adds a little more onto this episode. The wine being contaminated with Zeke's fluid. Like, oh my gosh. And then it got into Falco's mouth. Sasha, as we should know, was that comedic relief in Attack on Titan. And since she's dead, that's when we knew that Attack on Titan's about to get really serious and dark. And it is. And I love it. Number 3 is going to be Declaration of War. Now, I know you guys probably thought that this was going to be number 1. However, it is not. Declaration of War is definitely number 3 on my list. Okay, Declaration of War was episode 64. That is basically the big like climax that set everything ablaze for the remainder of the season. It's all in the title. This episode definitely broke the internet. Eren's character was just so calm. He was so calm and just the opposite from what he was in this past season. So I think that was so interesting to see. Once you think that, okay, maybe Eren's gonna forgive, he doesn't. He doesn't. Another big thing about this episode and why it is number 3 is because of what the history was.
Sounds like the show's begun. We should listen.
We got to see the breakdown and we got to see William Tybur basically tell the truth.
King of the Walls, Karl Fritz, a man who yearned for peace. That's it. That's all he wanted. He said that if Marley grew strong someday and came in force to shatter his peace and seize the founding Titan, he would accept.
I didn't expect William, the Tybur family, I didn't expect him to get up on stage and tell these people who were lied to for years, decades, and brainwashed the truth of what exactly happened. He didn't really tell them the truth, but like, now that they know that the Eldians really aren't that bad, you would think, but no. Hatred runs deep. Eren's speech, you know how everyone's on 2 different sides of like, okay, well, is it just for what Eren's doing and getting revenge? Now that we're seeing both sides of the story, we saw Eren's point of view, we saw Reiner's point of view, and Marlene's point of view. So it's like...
But to my eyes, you looked like the bad guys too. Titans destroyed my home. When I watched as my mom was eaten, I couldn't understand it. Why, Reiner? Why did you break the wall?
So we could use the chaos to sneak in.
At first, I considered every person on this side of the sea an enemy. But later, I crossed the sea and slept under my enemy's roof. You were just kids who got brainwashed. Hatred was part of your training. I was right. I am the same as you.
You had people like saying, what side am I on? Eren. You guys should be on Eren's side. We saw him grow up. Like, everyone should be on Eren's side. I feel bad for Reiner though. I do. and what's his name, Zeke. I do feel bad, but everyone should still be on freaking Aaron's side. He's been through it. They've all been through it. Like, come on. I'm glad that Falco stayed because he needed to witness that. That was very interesting. I think it was very nice to see Aaron say like, hey, after I've slept in the rooms with you guys and lived with my enemies for a bit, I realized we are the same, which is the whole message behind Attack on Titan.
I'll just keep moving forward till I killed my enemies.
Consider this a declaration of war!
That scene is fire. Freaking fire. That is when we knew Aaron is a savage and Aaron is just a beast. And he's not playing this season. Chef's kiss. Number 2, the last episode of part 1. So of course this is gonna be on the list because it's the last episode, had a bunch of climax in there and a big climax. And this is what's leading us into part 2. So of course this is gonna be on the list. It's number 2. This episode was fire. 1, because we got to see more of Aaron. I love Aaron content. We were deprived of it for a little bit in part 1, I'm not gonna lie. And in the last episode, we got some Aaron. We actually got him talking. I love this scene mainly because I liked seeing Aaron with the gun to his head and he's just like, you're not gonna shoot.
Move your hands from your pockets.
And what'll you do if I don't?
I'll fire this pistol, and then you'll be dead, brains on the floor.
Okay, so why haven't you shot me? If you aren't here to pull that trigger, then what did you come here to do? What'll happen if I keep my hands in my pocket? You weren't given permission to kill the Founding Titan. You've been told to retrieve it, no matter what. But in order to do that, you'd need to get me to stay still while you transformed into a Titan and ate me alive. That right?
What do I do?
You wouldn't pay the price alone. Your family in the zone would pay it with you.
Like, okay, Aaron really not playing. Like, he's not playing. Season 1, season 2, season 3, Aaron was crying. He was annoying, like, but you know, like, I still loved him, you know. But like, he has 3 freaking Titans, which is already like a power move. He really doesn't care. I love his attitude. He needs to keep this energy because they deserve it. The top moment. Number 1 is going to be the Warhammer Titan. It's episode 65. The Warhammer Titan is number 1 on my list as the biggest moment of the part 1 season. What I love about this episode is everything. Why? Okay, so in the beginning, you see William and the general talking and discussing, and then them calling themselves devils.
I fear that we could find our throats slashed at any moment now. This is an opportunity. The party will approve anyone you choose for your reformed military.
But sir, so many will die.
And most will be Eldian civilians. They're the spawn of the devil, aren't they? These ones won't be wearing uniforms. That changes nothing. You just need to keep doing what you've always done.
I fully believe the Eldian race was spawned by the devil. But I'm just as sure that we're devils ourselves.
You have the switch to where they left off in the previous episode when he declared war, of him being eaten. Just off of the first 5 minutes, I'm hooked. Like, I'm just like, what? I remember being speechless, like, and then it doesn't even stop there. This episode had so many gems. Immediately after that, Aaron's like, you're next. He's beating the crap out of them. So many people are just dead. Kids. Like, Aaron, I was just in shock. He's fighting the Warhammer Titan, which we have been waiting. We were waiting to see what the Warhammer Titan looked like. Cool, you know, she looked good. She looked good. Also, we didn't know who the Warhammer Titan was. So that was so big. And Aaron transformed like 3 times. 3 times. Like, okay. Seeing Eren in combat for the first time this season, and we get introduced to the Scouts. So after 5 episodes, we're finally getting introduced to the Scouts.
So it's your... What the... There's no way. How'd they get here?
So they got the new uniforms, and they're murdering people. This is something that they never did. They used to be scared to freaking kill somebody.
They've been eating us alive, so they've got this coming and then some.
Look there. He's telling us something, and we have to fight. We can't just cower behind our walls waiting for death to come. We need to fight like he does. Like devils.
We saw Armin's a Colossal Titan. Finally, we saw his freaking Colossal Titan. And he killed so many freaking people. Such a prime episode this season. 10 out of 10. 10 out of freaking 10. Levi entrance at the end.
Taking the Founder right now! Why can't I bite? Wait, could that be him? Is that Ackerman? Are a bunch of humans really about to come and kill me? No, they're not humans. They're devils.
Episode was just amazing. I just think the Warhammer Titan episode is prime. Super excited. We've waited a year now for part 2, and yeah, I'm just super excited to see what else that Isayama is gonna throw at us with the animation version of the manga. I love this anime. I'm obsessed. And I didn't think me watching this show about these big, weird Titan type things, I thought it was gonna be something so simple, but it's so complex. It is so complex to where I had to watch it a couple times to understand what the freak was happening. It's so mature. Like, I love it. I love it. We have made it to the end of this video. I hope you guys are getting ready and prepared for Attack on Titan Part 2. I am completely ready for this Sunday, and I can't wait to see you guys this Sunday as well. I will be filming a reaction video for each episode this season. So this last season, I'm so sad this is the last season of this masterpiece. I can't wait to continue to make more videos about Attack on Titan. Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited for this as well. If you guys agreed with my top 5 moments from part 1, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, and I will see you guys